The biggest and most complex obstacle you'll ever have to overcome is your own mind. If you can control it, you can conquer anything.
Years ago, there was a time when I felt almost stuck. I looked around and saw others self-motivating to do simple things by recognizing that those things needed to be done. But not me. For me, motivation was a terrifying game, and only those in the thick of it understood the struggle of trying to do things when your mind doesn't want to. If I won in that game, I'd have to do something I didn't truly want to. If I failed, I'd be closer to destroying the rest of my life. At least that's how it felt. And I never really knew if I'd win or lose until the last minute. The truth is, motivation can be fleeting, which is why we need to constantly infuse positive thoughts into our minds regularly. I remember a student once shared with me, "I feel drained. I'm stuck with anxiety, overwhelmed, and disappointed. No more enthusiasm. Do you have any advice? Should I just transfer all my frustration onto someone else or try to remember the time when I completely lost motivation to know how bad it feels?" And here's the answer I'd like to give to that student as well as to all of you. These are some crucial things I often reflect on daily to nurture motivation within myself. Feeling disappointed isn't a heavy object to defeat you, it's how you'll handle everything. You can use pain, disappointment, and adversity to motivate yourself rather than feeling uncomfortable. You're controlling how you perceive life, and beautiful things will emerge when you steer away from negative thoughts. You always have a choice. Choosing negativity gives you plenty of reasons to stop and feel discouraged. Choosing positivity gives you plenty of reasons to smile and move forward. Indeed, our strongest weapon against stress and frustration is our ability to choose. Train your mind to see the good in everything. Spending time with those who constantly drag you down has never been your biggest concern. I dare say that. Because if you believe there's something in you that can help you do what you want, if you want to make a difference, you can't achieve it by being around those who always try to pull you into the mud. Long-term success in life is a combination of ability, motivation, and attitude. Ability is what you're capable of doing every day. Motivation determines what you truly do every day, and ultimately, attitude decides how well you do it. Always remember this formula and continually check yourself. Sitting down and worrying will misuse the creative energy within you. Instead of imagining the worst, imagine the best and how you can make it a reality. Wake up every day and remind yourself that you're what you'll do today, not what you say you'll do someday. Good things don't come to those who wait, they come to those who work for meaningful goals. Imagine the effectiveness of your work and the happiness you'll achieve instead of fearing the difficulties ahead. Remember that the task ahead of you is never bigger than the strength within you. Do what's right, not what's easy. As challenges grow, take it step by step. Even the smallest rituals every day can change everything in the long run. Effort is never wasted, even when it leads to disappointments. Because it makes you stronger, teaches you more, and accumulates more experience. So, when life gets tough, be patient and keep going. Just because you're facing difficulties doesn't mean you're failing. Every significant success always demands some struggle to achieve. However, remember that patience isn't waiting. It's the ability to maintain a positive attitude while diligently working to improve yourself every day and knowing that the journey is very worthwhile. If you still don't believe these, it's time to reflect on them through many exemplary figures in real life. Helen Keller was deaf and blind at just 19 months old. However, misfortune couldn't stop her. She became the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree in arts. Mozart began composing music at the age of 5. Shirley Temple became a film star in Bright Eyes at the age of 6. And Frank wrote The Diary of Anne Frank at the age of 12. Magnus Carlsen became a chess grandmaster at the age of 13. Romanian gymnast Nadia Comaneci received a perfect score of 10 and won 3 gold medals at the Olympics at the age of 14. Football superstar Pelé won the World Cup for Brazil at the age of 17. John Lennon was 20 and Paul McCartney was 18 when the Beatles held their first concert in 1961. Beethoven mastered piano at the age of 23. Isaac Newton wrote the Principia, including laws of motion, at the age of 24. Albert Einstein developed the theory of relativity at the age of 26. Lance Armstrong won the Tour de France at the age of 27. J.K. Rowling finished the first draft of Harry Potter at the age of 30. Amelia Earhart was 31 when she became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. Oprah started her talk show at the age of 32, one of the highest-rated programs in history. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered the I Have a Dream speech at the age of 34. Neil Armstrong became the first person to set foot on the moon at the age of 38. Mark Twain wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer at the age of 40, and by the age of 49, he wrote Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. John F. Kennedy became President of the United States at the age of 43. Henry Ford was 45 when the Ford Model T was launched. Suzanne Collins wrote The Hunger Games at the age of 46. Leonardo da Vinci painted Mona Lisa at the age of 51. Dr. Seuss wrote The Cat in the Hat at the age of 54. Colonel Sanders succeeded in franchising KFC at the age of 61. J.R.R. Tolkien was 62 when the Lord of the Rings series was published. Ronald Reagan became President of the United States at the age of 69. Nelson Mandela became President of South Africa at the age of 76. It's never too early or too late to become what you want. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can take the smallest steps forward and continue on the path to achieving your dreams. Always believe in and self-motivate, even when facing countless challenges.